say was sweet Jesus. A body with more curves than the Mississippi.
I thought the show was amazing. From the transition of the older generations to the younger generations and how the message gets passed on about hope and, realizing how your habits really shape your being and how your behaviors can take you to the wrong road and how you can even with that find peace and come back to the right path.
Daddy said, Mr. say every time he hears you been with that girl, he gonna whoop you. And I said, I promised myself that I was gonna stay happy, even if it kills me.
I love the play. I love the fact that it was all 4 men, and I love the fact that they took the risk that they did as actors with their work, and they just moved you.
Heavy indeed, much to digest, and it'll be something that I'll be meditating over for the next few days. Powerful message, and overall a truthful and solid piece of work.
Nate, yes. Stop. I bet you can't do that again. She comes with a few extras that I can't mention right now, but you kind of get the idea.
It's relative towards where we're at right now as a new generation, especially of males, for sure.
To see it without a set right now and without costumes, it left so much to your imagination. And we were transferred there. We were there at the farm. We were there in St. Louis or wherever. We were there without all of that. And that means the actors were absolutely knew how to take us there.
Being an African American male, I can identify with a lot of things that they were talking about.
They say God takes care of babies.
The last two were just phenomenal because I identify more with them, even with what's going on with the world today, how he was saying that his daughter was killed and how she was just horribly killed, and he stabbed her, he raped her, and then he just threw her body away. And that's what's really going on in today's society.
All I can think about is, what kind of man would do something like that? What kind of animal would do that to another woman knowing she had children? What kind of monster would do all that to another human being?
The last one, with all the computer technology, our kids are so lost today because everything is computer, and they're lacking social skills because they're so engrossed into the computers.
And my dream girl. Now, my mom says, son, just keep dreaming because none of it's real.
I thought that the play was absolutely wonderful. The singing was wonderful. The storylines was wonderful. The music was wonderful. I thought it was a well put together productions. And kudos to Frank West for such a well put together productions.
I think all the actors did a great job. Their singing, the acting. It was just such an amazing and touching show.
The actors were incredible, each and every one. The through line, the being humble, and how they had to go through these experiences to learn about life and to learn, like most people, you go through things, you make mistakes and you justify the mistakes, but in his play, they all had to come back home, which home for them meant the church, meant coming back to their God self, or even God, the universe, God, the universal God. They had to come back to that, and I thought that was just so inspirational.
I tell you, I loved tonight's production. Frank West has been a longtime friend of mine. I've always been an admirer of his talent, and all of the acting. All of these men were wonderful actors. And I was so amazed that they all have such great singing voices.
I thought it was interesting to see these 4 different black men from these different generations tell this almost same story. It was also very interesting in hearing what the women were saying. I loved when he was talking about his grandmother talking, his mother talking, his girlfriend talking, the women that they talked about. It's very, very, very interesting to see that, and it didn't feel, it felt honest. There was something very honest about what they were saying. So it wasn't all flowery and all of that, but it was very honest and very real.
I can see it being a vehicle to teach a lot of people, a lot of youth, a lot of adults, life lessons. I mean, because I think we can all see either ourselves or family members or people we know in this. It is so real. I just loved it.